after the girl got out of the car, she screamed because dangling from the door was a bloody hook.
You call that scary? How cliché.
You want a scary story, huh?
Yay!
Okay, just remember, you asked for it. I've got it. There once was a little boy who lived with his grandfather, and they were very poor. The little boy had no friends other than his grandfather, who he affectionately called Papa. One day, the little boy was playing in the backyard when he heard a very faint groaning noise. At first, the boy didn't give it any heed, but then, as the noise got louder and louder, he could no longer ignore it. The little boy went over to where he heard the noise. He didn't see anything but weeds. But as the noise got louder, he found a stick and began to poke around the weeds. He came upon a big toe sticking out of the soft earth. He poked at it with the stick, and it moved. It was just a big toe in the middle of a weed-filled field. He grabbed the toe and went to find his grandfather. His grandfather was down in his laboratory. There were many jugs filled with mysterious fluids all around the bench. The little boy came in and said,
"Papa, look what I found."
The little boy handed the toe to his grandfather.
My, that's a big toe.
The grandfather stared at the toe for a few moments and then decided that he would put it in a jar and fill it with formaldehyde.
What's formaldehyde?
Don't you know anything? It's used to preserve stuff.
What do I know? I'm 10.
So, the grandfather filled the jar with formaldehyde. Now the big toe would be perfectly preserved for all time. The boy went back outside to play, and he had his big toe in a big jar with him. They were inseparable, and the toe became a friend to the boy. After it got dark, the little boy was getting ready for bed and decided to put the big toe on display in his room right next to his bed. The little boy fell asleep quickly, but was woken up in the middle of the night by a scraping noise. There was a crash of thunder, followed by some lightning which lit up the room. The little boy was scared and didn't know what to do. Then he heard the voice, "Where's my toe?" It sounded like an old man in extreme agony. Again, the little boy heard the cryptic call. Finally, the little boy grabbed his flashlight and threw the covers over his head. The little boy froze in fear. He heard the agonizing plea one more time. "Where's my toe?" Then he heard the door open. He heard some steps. The boy was shivering in fear by now. Then he heard the door close. The boy waited a few moments before he threw the covers from over his head. He flashed the light through the entire room. The only noise he heard was the noise of the falling rain. He pointed the beam of his flashlight down at the floor where he saw muddy footsteps. Then he turned towards the jar. The toe was gone. In its place was his grandfather's severed head.